right, hit me with the concert.
Dude, so it was a great concert.
Dude.
Jeez, best concert of my life.
Too many minorities, but it was still good tunes.
You went by. You were going a little more south than me. I was in Canada. You were in Boston.
Yeah. Dude. That's
fuck.
What's up, dude? Yeah.
Sup, dude. So fucking there's all these blacks at this metal show. I'm like, that's why I like metal, because there's no blacks. Was it diverse? It was pretty diverse, I would say. But great show, really fun. And you know where it is? It's
I know where it is. Where is it?
It's the Stand. You know, sometimes when you're at the Stand and you see a line of like ugly goth people, that's where it is.
What's that place called?
Irving Plaza
cool,
or Irving Hall or something. It's cool. It's like you go in, it's like a House of Blues setup. Like they have the balcony where people can stand and lean over and watch, and then the pit, and then the bar in the back. So it's a good setup. Immediately though, I'm pissed off because there's no re-entry.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't know that. And so I like getting fucked up at a concert. I think it's fun. You know what I mean? Get a little high, get a little drunk, whatever.
Get down tonight.
I couldn't because, I took some hits in the park and I was riding beforehand and everything. I parked right next to the Stand. So like easy access to my car. Could go in and out between acts. Like this is going to be great. No re-entry. Big sign on the wall. No re-entry. And I go, dude, this is how they get you. This is how they screw you. I bought a Stella for the price of a cocktail. $15 Stella, $15 trip. You know,
Stella also is like what you just say when you don't know what else to say.
Yeah,
it's like I'll take a Stella.
If you said beer, they would give you Stella.
Yeah.
So it's it's $15. I'm like, whatever. I didn't know it's no re-entry at this point. So I'm still like, whatever. I'll get one drink, not knowing that I would have to rely on the drinks for any kind of buzz. So, I gotta fucking sell my car to get buzzed here. And I get and you know how you can write like a signature for the tip?
Yeah.
I just wrote fuck.
You did?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I wrote yeesh.
My word.
Yikes. And I asked the guy after I think my second one, I was like, can you read those? He's like, no. I'm like, good. Because I don't want you thinking it's about you. Because I was commiserating.
I'm just trying to, this is within me.
This is me. I'm just trying to get this out. And of course I'm going to get it out in the mosh pit. Dude, the older I get, the more I mosh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and also the longer
you physically get things
out. The
out.
longer the pain lingers because I'm older. That could have been on my tooth chipped.
Oh, yeah. I don't think it was a chocolate-covered nut.
Maybe not.
Probably a mosh pit. But you're like, I think it was the popcorn.
Yeah, I think it was the popcorn, not the guy's head slamming into me. What were you going to say about moshing? Getting it out?
You like getting it out physically. So you should go to axe throwing to like those damage rooms.
No, I like...
What? You're telling me you go to one of those rooms where they give you a baseball bat and they start playing a Treyu you wouldn't rock out with your cock
if
out?
They're playing a Treyu, but I'd like them there. I like the live music experience. I mean, we're performers. I like seeing perform and how they get the crowd going. So it's 3 acts, and the heaviest act goes up first, which I was not expecting. So it's Rivers of Nihil. That's like the death metal band.
I like how they were like, Nile River?
It's Nihil.
Sure.
So it's like Nihil.
Okay.
Like nothing. I have no idea.
Nihilism or something?
Something like that. Second band is Thank You Scientist. It's like a jazzy rock band.
Like
they're very good.
Like Bear Ghost?
I don't know Bear Ghost.
Okay.
And then Between the Buried and Me, which is the headliner. And the Autistes were out in big numbers.
Wow.
Because they're very technical bands. Thank You Scientist especially.
Is it math rock?
Kind of, but it's like Coheed and Cambria if they were more jazzy. And like ska. Like they have a trumpet, a saxophone, a violin.
Oh, wow.
They got all this shit. And I see dudes, and I'm kind of high and I do this too, but I see other people who I think that's just how they operate. The song would be like, and I see them tapping along to it. And after they nail it on stage, they'll be like, yes.
They're doing DDR.
Yeah,
they
really are. Perfect score. Yeah, they're grading them.
Yeah,
they're grading the band. So I get my drink. I got my Stella, and Rivers of Nihil comes out. Didn't expect that. They start playing a song that everybody knows. It's like
except
one of the most,
you.
No, I know.
Oh, you know. You didn't expect
I like the band. I just didn't expect this song. So now I'm trying to chug because the moshing begins immediately.
Whoa!
So I'm trying to chug my. So I have a drink
in the mosh. I've never been in a mosh. Are you actually
you gotta get in the mosh? You don't punch.
No, I have bad. I know if I get in a mosh, someone's hitting me with brass knuckles.
I'm taking you to a mosh. No one has brass knuckles.
Someone's hitting me.
No one's hitting. I mean, people might hit you.
Yeah, that's what but I feel like I'm gonna get the worst hit.
Maybe. Watch me get thrown around a little bit and be like, I could do that. It's like going to an open mic. You're like, I could get beat up worse, less worse than that.
So what
guy.
happens? How do you get? What do you do in the mosh?
Okay, so it's like a lot of pushing. It's like push dancing, kind of. And There's some people who go like nuts with it, where they're like kicking and like their arms are flailing, and people kind of hate those guys.
Okay. They're hacks.
They're not great, but there are people in the mosh, which I just realized this happens. You know, you're singing along to a song, right? And you know all the words, so you're singing along. There's people in the mosh who look as though they're auditioning to become frontmen. You know what I mean? They have like a fake mic in their hand, and they're like, da, 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 and like the hands up and everything. I'm wondering if they're like, I hope he sees me. Maybe he calls me. Maybe he calls me up. Get up here.
Get the bass we had for the chosen one.
Put him in the river.
Yeah.
Dip him in the river. You are Nihil. You are nothing now. I don't know why they're from California. The thing about moshing, too, because I feel like there's a lot of straight edge people around, and certainly there was a lot of, people hitting vapes and shit, which I would have brought a pen or something.
Of course,
if I'd known it was no reentry.
Yeah, that's
They
terrible.
fucked me on the no reentry.
Well, are a lot of concerts reentry?
That's the thing. I don't know.
I think you might
I think I'm wrong.
Yeah, because I think it's better because now with the shootings and stuff like that.
Shootings, they're like, well, I'm going to get my gun in between acts.
Yeah, I'm going to see if this place is shootable.
I'm going to case it first, and then I'll bring in my rifle before the headline.
River's a rifle.
I want to see the first band, but yeah.
Yeah, I want to have a good time. Then I want to work.
So there's one drink for me, and then I'll get down to business.
Ever since the pandemic, I've learned to enjoy life a little bit more.
You got to take in the little moments before you wreak mass carnage. Just doing what the song says. That's the argument. They're like, what? If you listen to the lyrics, you'd see that that's the kind of behavior they're promoting. Anyway, so you're moshing. It's fun. So not everybody knows Rivers of Nihil. So I feel like moshing, in a way, if you don't know the band, is something to do.
Okay.
If you're like bored, I realize that.
I'm kind of bored. Maybe I'll go punch somebody in the face.
Maybe I'll go get in a human whirlpool. That's what it is. It's like maybe I'll just put this fucking wash cycle on.
Anybody want to be a spoon in a garbage disposal?
Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. But it's fun because it's pushing, but there is concern for people. Like if someone falls, everyone stops and they get them up. Like so there's no trampling. This isn't like Astro World, where like there's like mass casualties. And there's these kids who are really going hard. And it's funny because you can see the elders of the pit who have kind of aged out of it, the graybeards of the mosh.
The elders.
And they, in between the
Jedi
songs,
Council.
Right, Obi-Wan from like the periphery of the mosh pit will like in between songs look back, or like in between acts, dap him up, be like, dude, I saw you out there.
Oh, really?
That's what it's all about.
Nice.
It's like you got to dance like a monkey post-colonoscopy. You're doing the Lord's work. So they're having fun in the mosh. And at one point, the Rivers front man goes like, you guys got lighters? 20 people instantly take out their phones. And he goes, phones. It's like just one word. The timing was so perfect. He was so disappointed. He was like,
laugh?
God damn it. Yeah, I mean, I wrote it down.
Did anybody else laugh?
I don't think people laughed, but it was like comedically perfect.
Yeah.
Lighters? Phones.
Of course.
Amazing.
So he
so
said like his
funny.
girlfriend said like, nobody has lighters, babe.
Yeah.
It's phones.
Well, then a few people whipped out lighters, like because you have to
Yeah,
fish them
but
out of
that
your pocket.
sucks. 3 little flames in the air.
I know, but then you imagine could you imagine if everyone in this venue had a lighter? How crazy that would be.
It's enclosed, right?
That's insane. Yeah, the gas. If somebody farts, everyone dies. It's like the Miami condo collapse. If one guy cuts some cheese, I think that's how the Chicago fire started. It wasn't a cow and a lantern. It was a concert full of cows with lighters. And their little hooves, they couldn't hold on. So and they can't go downstairs.
No, not at all.
So that's, the 2 steps were too much. You got to make it accessible for the cows. Thank You Scientist comes on, and I got to show you this video. The singer of Thank You Scientist looks and sounds exactly like Louis C.K.
Oh, whoa.
I'm like, this maybe is what he does outside of comedy. I literally, I was to other strangers. I'm there alone. I'm like, doesn't he look like Louis C.K. like a lot, and he sounds like him a lot? Even in the way, like his manner of speech. It was wild. And I'm like, that would be kind of good witness protection for canceled comedians. If they're like, you can't do comedy anymore, but we can put you as the bassist of a popular jam band. Mm-hmm. Would you be interested in that?
Yeah.
That's all we can do. You can be behind the least useful instrument in one of the worst genres.
Yeah, Bill Cosby, a new band called Wind Down. I'm trying to think of
their new hit song. It's just a lullaby. Just a bunch of lullabies. Yeah, Chris D'Elia and like a fucking old country or like country pop. Teenager, shake it for me. Little girl.
Just 17.
I thought she was 17. You're like, that's what you thought she was?
Sure.
Oh, Chris.
Hey, babe, we're doing the pod.
Charles is very unprofessional. He's peeing and he's
bye.
answering. All right, so thank you, science. This is great. You know, I've spent all of my life savings at the bar. Then Between the Buried and Me comes on, and I see this guy. I see smoke. Am I boring you?
It's very boring.
I see smoke coming out of the crowd. And I'm like, I think that's a joint. I beeline for the smoke. I see the signals. I go, Gondor needs me.
The Pope is dead.
The Pope has died. They've picked a new one, and it's your boy.
And they're celebrating with ganj.
Yep, I put a shoe on my head and said, close enough. I'm the Pope. And have you had this experience where you start pushing your way through, like swimming through the bodies, and you look behind you, and there's like 5 people trailing you?
Whoa, because they're pissed at you?
No, they're not chasing
Oh, you're
me.
the leader.
I'm the leader. You
You're
realize
spooning
that you're
out of
you're a snake, and you're acquiring little scales as you go along. You're getting a longer tail.
You're a shark with a little fish on its belly.
You're right. I got some remora on my tail.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on. I think I did that. It was fun.
You said, come on.
I think I said, come on. I was
Come
like,
on.
whoa, you guys are all following me? And they're like, yeah, keep going.
You created a river of Kyle.
I did. Yeah, for the bit, my name had to be Kyle, but sure.
No, the people behind you.
Oh, okay.
You created a river of Kyles.
Oh, it was all Kyle's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get to the joint, and I'm like, buddy, I will Venmo you if I can hit that. And this man.
You're not like spooked a little bit? Like, what's in this joint?
No.
Wow.
I'm reckless.
Yeah.
This angel sent from the heavens, not a man. His name is Mark. He's one of the Gospels. He's like, buddy, take a hit, no Venmo, and I'll inhale that, exhale it, take another one, buddy. It's all love here. I'm like, who are you, magical man? He just gave me like 2 deep hits of a joint. And
well, who wouldn't do that?
He was just being,
you ask a normal person for a cigarette, they'll give it to you for free.
You're right. I was just like, my need mixed with his generosity. I came, my heart came.
Yeah.
3
you made a whale
sizes.
noise.
Yeah, I did. Thank you. I keep going down.
Yeah, you do.
Man, put me in a library and cover me with a blazer. We're hitting the joint. Me, Mark, Peter, Luke, John.
All the disciples.
Yep. Judas was there. He's trying to steal it from us. No, but there was another guy named Peter there. And it is funny when you're smoking and it's in such close proximity because you're in, a packed floor. Other people, like it's a joint, so it's emitting a lot of smoke, and other people are like,
oh, really? Oh, because they're all straight edge people.
I don't know. Yeah, they're like, oh, my chip. I'm gonna lose my chip. You see the X's I tattooed on these hands? They mean
I
something.
love the X tattoos.
Oh my god.
Straight edge. Was it 3 X's, right?
I don't know.
Vertically.
That seems like an old timey
like
signal
Super
for
Bowl.
alcohol. You know, on the barrels, there's 3 X's. That's hooch, baby. That's moonshine.
I thought it was 3 X's like this.
What about sunshine?
Like the movie Triple X?
I think that could be like an illicitly brewed electrolyte.
Sunshine?
Yeah, like moonshine. And then you also have sunshine for the athletes. Yeah, when Dale has to go dig a really big hole, we give him some sunshine.
Give him some sunshine. Brewed it myself
Yep.
in my papa's toilet.
Which is an outhouse.
Yeah, of course we use photosynthesis. That's why we call it sunshine. A lot of algae in it.
Yeah, a lot of bloom. So Between the Buried and Me comes on. It's completely sold out, completely packed. The
Wow.
mosh is hot.
Yeah.
Temperature hot. All the humidity and the breath and the bodies. I literally had to like
Wow.
gasp for air like a duck in an oil spill, just like surfacing like a whale. It was crazy. Like I almost
after he came.
I literally almost passed out 2 times. Like I had to make my way to the side where like they got those like railings.
You
and
had
just
to
like lean
overheating on
over the
skin.
railing.
Like,
I could feel that I was breathing in just recycled carbon dioxide that other people were breathing out.
Gross.
Yeah, I was inhaling exhales. Inhale,
That's a
exhale.
good
You know that
band
band? Inhale, exhale is a band.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
good for me.
Good for them.
Eh.
Not you. You're not in the band.
Well, I guess their name. So it'd be a good band
Okay,
name.
I guess you deserve half their earnings.
Yeah, definitely. I deserve their masters.
Yeah, definitely. So anyway, the mosh is heating up. It feels like I'm in apocalypse now. Heart of darkness. I'm in the jungle. Explosions are going off in the background. I'm high as shit. I can't, humidity. I can feel the air. It's like a wet blanket. And then the mosh is just going. I could also see you getting the energy from the mosh if you are straight edge. Like you come out of there and you don't need.
You're hype.
You're high.
That's your cold shower.
Yeah, that's your cold shit.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're like
Every day I wake
almost
up
died.
Rough mosh.
Yeah, with 20 dudes
Yeah.
who with the same taste in music
Came with the apartment, yeah.
pushing me around.
Yeah.
So at one point, there's a few women in the mosh, and I crack this lady by accident.
Oh my god.
With my forearm to her, like the bridge of her nose. And she pats me on the shoulder. She's like, I'm like, are you okay? Jesus Christ. And she's like, I'm fine. It's cool. So I'm like, whew, that's the hottest thing I've ever seen.
Wow, yeah, a woman you can beat.
Not
And she
exactly.
forgives you.
Yeah, I think she got
It's
me.
cool, you're just in a mood.
I think she got.
Barry.
I mean, look, Between the Buried and Me was on. What? I get it.
You can beat me as long as good tunes are playing.
Yeah.
I am single. Does anybody ever try to do within a mosh, ever try to slowly pull off that dance that they do at weddings where you get on people's shoulders? You just hold behind and you do that little train?
No, the tango line.
Yeah, just like a wedding.
Conga.
Yeah,
Conga
yeah.
line. No conga. But there was a conveyor belt of twinks being airlifted and sent to the front of the crowd. There was crowd surfing galore. It was like Hawaii out there. The
You
waves.
see that video of Sam Smith trying to do a crowd dive and nobody caught him?
what happens? That's
That's
probably why Adele skinnied up, because she's like, I want to jump in the crowd. But no, it wasn't the bands. It was like people getting lifted from the crowd.
Whoa.
And you could see the security guard, because it's his job to make sure like no one dies. So he's like gesturing like, give them to me, and then he like puts
Whoa.
them down. You know,
Okay.
he just
okay,
like
okay.
gets them out off.
Yeah.
He's
nice.
like, he's the end of the slide.
Yeah.
He's the foam pit
Yeah.
that you slide
nice.
into. But this guy, you could see, because people just kept going up, and you saw a look on his face that was like, like a mover.
Must be able to lift 45 pounds.
They're like, yeah, the elevator's broken. He's like, come on, I got to do all flights of stairs. I got to go up 6 flights with these kids. Luckily, it's a lot of twinks, a lot of like.
yeah, they don't have they have
120.
hollow bones.
They do. Like you and me would have been like the heavier people.
Oh wow. What?
What are you? 170?
Yeah, probably 160.
I feel like there weren't many people above 170 who are going.
What
up.
are these like? I was picturing kind of fat guys into death metal with beards.
There were those, but they kind of stood like pillars in the mosh pit. I mean, I
Okay.
hit some dudes. If I'm a pool ball, they were like fucking coconuts.
Wow.
They're like bowling balls
Wow.
of men. Like I hit one guy and I'm like, that's a big guy.
That's a guy.
That's a big man. I wish I was you. That's a big, big man. And the women were fucking the white ball and bocce ball. They're like ping pong things.
Wow.
Just
tiny little ladies.
tiny little. Yeah, she was small. These were tiny ladies
Just
getting
like
after it.
Getting good for them.
Mask on. I'm like, weird risks you're taking.
So that Mike Vecchione joke. I
What?
read this news story about this guy. His ex-girlfriend chopped off his penis. They found it in the street with a condom on. I said, that guy's worried about the wrong things.
Right. Exactly. What else do I got? Moshing. I made a guy tie his shoe. It sounds like nothing, but he when you go down, like everyone's like Velma. As soon as someone, so a guy did lose his glasses. He lost his glasses. He's looking on the ground, and I'm like, hey, give him some room. Look for his glasses. And people have all of their phones out. Like, it's like a hive mind. It's very like Last of Us. We all got the mushroom brain. We're all just doing the same thing. And I think trying to help each other out. So when this guy went down to tie his shoe, I think people thought that he was like in trouble or something. So immediately flashlights on him. Now you got a crowd of 20 people watching you tie, and he was struggling. He could not get the bunny around the tree and into the hole.
Oh, because he lost his glasses, but he's like, I still need to tie my
Different
shoe.
guy.
Okay.
Different guy. Just went down. I'm like, your
Oh.
shoe's untied. He's like, so's yours. I'm like, we should fix it. So we go down to tie the shoe. I'm up lickety split. He's down there for like 20, 30
Oh,
seconds.
boy, it's
just
like
being
when
like,
you-
oh, fuck.
It's like when you found out R. Kelly couldn't read. It was like trying to read things. And you're like, oh no, I just exposed you.
I exposed him. He'd never tied a shoe in his life. His mom did before he went to the show. And I let everyone know. I'm like, you wearing a diaper? And then I pulled it over his head. Kicked him into the pit.
Poop
Never
on
saw him
his
again.
hair. Ow.
Ew, dude. So, yeah, great concert. I was pretty fucked up by the end, tab of $1 million.
Yeah.
I think I paid legitimately $50 for 3 drinks. But it was a great time. I love concerts. Love going to shows.
Yeah, concerts
love
are very
moshing.
fun. I've been to a concert in a while.
Go to a metal show, man. You probably won't like it.
No. Follow the podcast, share the podcast, leave a review. We work
Please
jobs.
leave a review.
Leave a good review.
Yes.
If you have
Leave a negatively worded positive rating.
yeah. Also,
How about that?
If you leave a bad review, everybody knows that something's wrong in your life. So make people think
It's
you
more
got
of a reflection on you
yeah.
than the pod. If
Leave
we're
a
being
positive
honest.
review. People think you're rich.